Hi, this is Gary from Art Easily, and today we're going to jump into the platform and set up our Lumaprints account so we can do print on demand. We're going to create the account, connect the API keys, and then set up your basic default configuration for selling print on demand through Art Easily, which would be fulfilled by Lumaprints. So let's jump in. If you're in your Art Easily dashboard, you'll just go down to Artwork and then Print on Demand, and then Print on Demand Settings. And we got to get your API keys, and in order to do so, we need to set up a Lumaprints account. So click Register here, and it'll take you to Lumaprints, where you'll fill in your information. After you fill in your personal information, it will ask you if you're going to sell from a store, and if you hit yes, it'll have you fill out additional store information, and you'll want to do that because it will save you a step. Just put in your store name or Art Easily, and then whatever your domain is or your company name. For now, it's not too critical. It just kind of lets you know where what it's for. You will have to check your mailbox and authenticate, then you log in. So here you'll go, and if you haven't, you'll go to stores, and if you created a store in the first step, you won't have to do anything here. And we'll just go ahead and get your API keys. So come down here, create an API key, put an application in. I'd put it Art Easily so you know where they're being stored at, in case you need to remove them in the future. And then you just come in and place them in our print on demand settings page, your API key and secret, save the keys. If you didn't create the store, you got to create a store before you can get the next part. So come in here, create a store, put your URL in, and then come back and you'll select the store that you want to print out of. So most of the time you'll only have one store. I don't need three. I was just doing demos. And the last thing you have to do in Lumaprints before you can do print on demand is you have to set up a payment method. And so you'll have to put your credit card information in, and the way it works is we don't take anything, but as soon as an order comes in, they charge your card and then fulfill the product. If they can't charge a card, they won't fulfill your product. So it's important that that step's done. And then you come in here, and if you want to automatically submit it to Lumaprints, you'll click the first checkbox. If you want to review each order before they go to Lumaprints, you'll leave that empty. Lumaprints calculates the shipping cost for your thing, and that's what we recommend doing. You can use your My Shipping rules, which you set in the platform, so you could do that for free shipping or something. But for the most part, we recommend doing split shipping. And if they order an original and print on demand, it'll apply both shipping rules. You'll know you're not getting charged for shipping that you don't want to be charged shipping for. If you do want to offer free shipping or something, you can just select use the cart rules. Next, we're going to configure your markup. So if you want to double what it costs you and add $10 to it, you do 100% markup and add the $10 base fee. So that would be $30 of markup and $10 in base fee in this situation, meaning it will cost them $70, you'll earn $40, Lumaprints will take $30 off your credit card, and Art Easily doesn't take anything. If you don't select anything, everything's going to be defaulted. And so if you want to select certain things like Canvas, Fine Art, you'll select those, and then only those two options will be available. We have our preset recommendations that if you click, it should just populate what we feel is best. But this is kind of on the high side as well, because we kind of believe that if you give somebody too many options, it'll lead to less sales. And so you may want to just do fine art paper and canvas to get started and not worry about the frames. But each category has different recommendations, and we recommend for the fine art just sticking with matte and maybe a semi-gloss. All the bleeds would be included. If you don't want to have a bleed, you would just select no bleed. All the options for the frame prints. And if you want to do metal, you can enable metal, pill and stick, and foam mounted prints. Next is sizes. We have it going up to 60 inches, 50 inches in other cases, depending on the aspect ratio. And this is because those are the ones that are easy to fulfill through Lumaprints. Lumaprints does have larger prints available, and you can order them directly through their site. And we'll work on getting more sizes as we go, and building guards on what can be sold for each category. Thank you for watching. In the next video, we're going to go over how to set up print on demand for a specific piece of artwork and create the artwork, the product, and go through all the settings on the product page. So jump into that video and we'll finish off the print on demand setup and get you started here.